Oh boy, welcome to the no longer on stream Safi Tix Breather. It's village theme from Drawn to Life. I like it. You can buzz off if you haven't. A second morning, the errands had a more pleasant start. Not that the first one was bad, but the reality was that nothing was going to be waking up with Fang on top of me. My god, man, you've been done this for like a week. Little addict. And they were in the exact position we conked out in. Jesus, that's gotta smell. Well, slightly more snuggled up with the ring sandwich around us, which making me feel quite toasty. Or maybe too toasty with a blanket. Aren't you, like, I don't know what to tell you, but you're not in like a they're in California-esque, right? So like someone's on top of you and insulating you with a lot of body. Like, I just feel like you'd be sweaty after this. This is a great way to wake up clammy. But hoping to get rid of it would wake Fang, and I enjoyed the moment of the loving stillness while it lasted. The Fang looked comfortable with the heat, you know, cold-blooded and all that. Oh, how we suffered for those we loved. Alas, moments like these always came to an end. And that moment came with an all-too-recognizable giggle from the stairs. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Ingo. Well, at least you slept out on the fucking couch, I guess. Not really. You pretty much passed out after a bit. Do you want to get up? Must breakfast inside. I like the sentence because Inko, you haven't suffered at all. You've been beaten up and you had like a low note, but I don't think you suffered. You had an injury. You got banged. A little beat up, a little roughed up around the edges. But you didn't suffer. I feel like suffering requires that things are miserable for a while. Alright, where were we? Breakfast didn't sound too bad. That was extravagant yesterday, so it was cooking blah blah blah. Is this the right chapter? Oh, 21, right? Fuck, I'm reading the wrong one too. I thought it was 22. See, this is what happens when you don't give a shit. I know you're garbage. Just oh god, stop being so mean, Seth. Ease up. Oh, yeah, Naomi. Is this the, no, 22 is the Naomi chapter, right? It's so weird. It's so weird how this author is like this, finally dancing around the bush, and I'm like, man, like Naomi is not a. The problem I have right now is the only real topic we have left to discuss is Naomi. Naomi's not that interesting to fill an entire chapter's worth of content. It's like, okay, cool, I guess that's how it is, and whatever your friends are not, I think. Like, we already had several heartfelt moments. Like, just ease off the gas, man. Introduce a new problem. Bring in Mia and have him beat up. The rest of the evening went by nicely. I got home with a fair bit of evening left on the clock. And even though they were leaving early in the morning, Mom and Dad agreed that spending a bit more time with the Thieves together was a logical move. My god, Inko! This man has done so much. He's gone out on a date with someone. He had a dinner. He talked to Trish. Like, goodness me. Where does this man get the energy? Like, why are so many fic writers afraid of just letting characters fucking go home and sleep? Like, I know that I complain about Inko just sleeping and going under the shower, but that's because you're describing stuff that isn't really relevant. Like, if you go to the next week, you don't have to describe someone going to bed 7 times and eating 21 times. I'm just saying. Mom, maybe we should just... Maybe, Jesus, man. You need to... I need to get a life, Inko. You're kind of... I don't really like how she keeps calling him Inky. Again, it feels really, really superficial. Mother was a proper heart for Samantha to air things out, given that they haven't really talked since the dinners at the Arrogance. It's a complete monster, then. You really mucked it up, Mom. You made a big mess. Man, Turtle Village is like the one from the next game, and while I think that the Squeakle didn't really embrace the core philosophy as well as the original one, I think they're both fine. Apparently they changed the ending. Instead of the kid being like, oh shit, my parents died, I'm in a coma, it's like, oh no, we were just having a little fancy daydream. Come on, man. Can someone have a different personality? Because everyone feels like deep down they're just little goofballs. Can someone not be like for Inko? It makes sense because he's a bit of a goofball. It makes sense that his parents. Actually, would it make sense for his parents to be goofballs? Because he never hangs out with them, does he? Whatever. Then now we're laughing immediately. It's like, my man, you've had your parents for like a week. Why are you suddenly on board with them? The quick chat makes sense, except the quick chat wasn't so quick. I was fine waiting in the car thinking they talk and make up and a small talk together, but it turns out they had to spread all the gossip. Incredibly gracious, bless her heart. Oh my god. So, I just want to ask you a question. Like, why are we putting this much emphasis on Inko's parents? They're not like, why are we talking about these people's private lives in this kind of detail? I thought we were having a story about Inko, because Inko is the POV man, and he doesn't care. Like, it really feels like you're trying to broaden your net for no good reason. Ugh. I like this part. I like the part when it goes. I love the organ part. You wanna know what I really hate? It's Rustbound. Rustbound is a mod for Vintage Story that adds magic, and all I can think about is that mod is so resource intensive, and it's its own little bracket of resources. You have to do all this stuff on the side, and all I can think about is like the spells suck. These spells are terrible. The mana costs are extreme. The casting times are too much. It's like, what am I getting out of this magic system? I could just fucking make a sword and call it a day. Like, the magic, it feels like it's supposed to be done with like a whole bunch of people around you. You know, kind of like the RuneScape problem, like the actual base RuneScape economy is built on the idea that there you have a bunch of people around you to help supplement your own. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go back to what we know and love. Keep it nice and simple. I do like the village themes in those two songs. I also like where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, Snowy 2. No, it's Snowy 1. Oh, this one's pretty cute too. Would I ever do an LP of this? Maybe. I'm not really big into emulators of late, though. Even though I wanted to do Wario Land again, I just don't feel it. Man. Like, Toronto Live has such a distinct flavor of instrumentation and stuff. Turns out I both love medieval stuff. I don't. Why are we talking about this at all? Like, again, it's like the net broadened, and now Inko's parents are basically taking Inko's position of like, we need to know what his life is like, and I'm like, Inko, your parents can have their own life. Like, this is cute small talk, but if you're gonna weaponize it, fine. But it just feels like we're spinning wheels. Again, a lot of burnt rubber in the air. Why isn't it recommending me like Snowy World 1? That one's really cute. Anyway, what's like a smock from native Poland? What? Silver-haired hybrid that was a person. Like they got right now, a schmuck. What the fuck is a smock? Why does it sound like a piece of garment? Like a garment. Dang, that guy looks... I mean, to be fair, dinosaurs... I honestly feel like this is one kind of dinosaur, and that all of them are like, we're gonna stretch it a little bit or move this around. Well, I don't care about the species too much. Like, there's not enough difference in most of them for me to go, yeah, that's exciting. So we're talking about The Witcher, by the way. So what's this one like? God, I never liked this song, I think. This is bringing back up bad vibes. Fuck it, hit me with that gentle breeze. Hit me with that gentle breeze. We're at the call of the night. I get it, Inko. Your life is great, and I get it, right? If you want to do fluff, that's fine. But I feel like like the big problem I have is that we tried to pretend that there was a problem and then we didn't. Maybe that's just what it's like. Maybe it's just one of those shitty fluff fics where it's like they're trying to pretend that there are problems, but there aren't. And it's like, man, does that shit just read wrong if you're not coming in with the right mindset. There should be a big thing that's like, listen, this is going to be just a fluffy ship fic, and if you expect anything more, you will be sorely disappointed. There will be no consequences to our actions. Our characters can put guns to each other's head and pull the trigger, and nothing will go wrong. I feel so suave with this song. A heartbeat later, wraps his arm around the both, but not the mom, though. I don't know, I just love calling out sexism when it's not there. It's just funny to me. Because it's such an easy community to finger for that kind of stuff. Don't get in so much trouble now. How did I go? Oh shit, we're doing this. By the way, if you want to do this, you can do something that's in the community of Magic known as you can use right-aligned text. Requires a little bit of extra effort, but looks a little slicker. Although in my case, it would mean that the text would be all the way over here, so... I do appreciate that you put in a little bit of effort to try to align them. Hey. Kudos where it's done. Where it's due. I really want to like Rustbound. Like, I'm reminded of Thaumcraft. And Thaumcraft has these cute little bottles you gotta fill up. You have to make this big ritual site and everything. Like, Thaumcraft is fun. I remember being like, oh man, I'm so excited. I gotta go find these noses. But Rustbound is like the opposite of that. You're just constantly doing this boring ass, like, throw things into the machine, then cast a spell on the machine, then get your mana back, then put your things in the machine, and make a huge amount of this resource, and then turn it into a different resource, and then turn it into another resource, and then put some things inside of your magic machine. Don't forget to refill the obelisk, and then use the obelisk to make another thing, to make other resources. Just so boring. Makes me fall asleep just talking about it. Bang was right. They'll be back in a week and a half. I'm just surprised you don't have any separation anxiety. Put your peppers on Claire. Pap. True to Mom's words, they were gone in the morning, and as I expected, the barn would fill with a sense of longing. Smells of longing. Maybe it smells of piss, because I don't clean. I mean, he has a little pupperino. Need a good time to go check the gardens. I love how Stella and Rosa have been like, early on there was this implication that they've been escalated as characters, but now they've just been sidelined so hard because this author is trying to. Listen. I'm gonna put my little beans down, right? This guy is trying to juggle. At this moment, we got like 4 groups of characters involved. We have Inko, the main character. We have Fang and Nasser to an extent. Then we have the Eren parents, and we have Inko's parents, and then we have the band to an extent. We have so many people who are like trying to interlock and create these social situations, and I'm like, my man, have people go home and talk about it tomorrow, okay? You need to pace your story, and this is not how you pace your story. This is just I'm gonna fall asleep, my man. I'm already falling asleep. I'm already having a big honk shoot moment here. Man, that's some big honk shooing. Today's goal is brief as always, yet unfortunately still long enough for me to worry about within the horizon. So what exactly is going to happen in this chapter? Like, you've had so many feel-good chapters when you really dig down into it. Everything is like relief. Everything has been like something bad happens and then immediately gets fixed. It creates this massive, like, it's a big vibrating line, you know? It's like an earthquake. These are very shocking moments, but we never get to settle into anything. Even our boyfriend's been cut off, which feels really weird when you think about it. Shouldn't Nasser be, like, trying to do something about this? I mean, this relationship sounds like it's been around for a while. They've been around the block. Put your little baby beans on baby Claire. As I expected. Between this and Nothing Else Matters, what is it with the protagonist arriving early? All I'm saying is that performance in bed's a little lacking. Campus beautification for it's probably litter duty rather than the gardens, because, like, for a man who talks about the gardens a lot, it doesn't feel like the gardens mean all that much to him. Like, I'm not even sure what, like, thematically the resonance of the gardens are supposed to be. I've been trying to write a little recently, but I'm caught up with 2 different ideas, and I might just throw that out for a poll. The other very startling me for my thoughts. Zoned out walking the gardens longer than I thought. Man, you were early and now you're late. I don't, like, why do we even bother with all this? Let me see what's empty again. Damn it. You can't keep skipping class, Naomi. You'll be expelled. Mr. Electric, send Naomi to the principal's office and have her expelled. Beep, bap, 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 bap. Bappy pause, bappy pause, bap, 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 bap. I like how this guy collects his... I mean, I like that. That's kind of how he got to Trish, so... Although with Trish, again, he really went in for a bad move, and the story never actually punished him for it. Like, come on, man. Lunch was thankfully normal. Humanoid looks. Man, nobody's a gamer here. Who am I supposed to talk to about my rock ring runs? Trish and I are going shopping for gifts for Fang. I mean. But I quickly gestured shoo. He's got a mana turret. Listen, this is the author going like, my god, please. I need to do a scene with only 2 characters for once. Look at all this. It's like, please. So, like, Fang's non-binarism, is that gonna come up in any way or whatever? Because it really feels like it's just, like, actually just part of things. It's really weird after Nothing Else Matters, where it felt vestigial here. It's like, yeah, I guess that's a part of it. I mean, I guess being a token is better. Whatever that was. Nasser shook his head, planted a hand on my shoulder. Sipping your mind isn't surprising. The fact that you're going to get them sometime, something the Fang will appreciate. The amount of time you have to get to class Inkos entirely depends on how much you specifically have to say. Everything else is irrelevant. Surprised how long these songs are, which is nice, you know. Even if they reuse a bunch of sections just to bridge. Rest of the song, once the bell rang. What's your siblings? Oh, how nice of Fang. Nasser raised an eyebrow at that, but otherwise seemed convinced I had it in hand. I can't sing along because I'm dumb. Sorry. That I was referring to. I honestly, I hope to God that we don't do anything with the driver. We just have him in a backseat. Is this a reference to that to Night in the Woods? Again, I feel like Malcolm's big power is that he always felt like a calm port in a big storm, you know? Whenever you got him, you felt like, I can breathe a little bit. Because at least when this guy's on screen, you know it's fine. Things are probably fine, right? I don't want to be rude with this Trish's home, but man, looked like multiple train wrecks that happened in here. Listen, my man, don't judge her jacket choice, okay? Where a room was. I didn't have any direction, but I could at least help pick up random junk off the floor. Put the cushions back on the couch first. Once you use pillows, string them out. Oh my god, this fucking Inko, stop being her maid. You're not being supportive, Inko. You're fixing her. Oh man. His hair done in rows. How would someone as pasty as Inko describe someone like that as? Would he say the term urban? Would he call him a very urban individual? Permanent look and depressed expression. I feel like these characters work a hell of a lot better when they're the background element of something and they're not like actively involved in the main plot. Just saying. Alright, long kick to this. Damn, bitch, I just step up. I just got home. I have to deal with Inko now, man. Please, I need some space. I don't want to deal with this guy. Hondra. He does look gay as hell, though. I won't argue that part. I like how you say this instead of like Trish being the inspiration for it. I love how optimistic you are. Oh no. At least you didn't offer him a handshake. He would have been so much lamer. Why does Trish give a shit? Wouldn't she be like, yeah, you kind of had that coming, Inko? And a run around a bigger villain, literally joining into the argument. Whatever it was about, it was pretty much the second it started. They were just doing a Trish home scene. This feels, again, this is like the whole, you're overexpanding your cast here. Like, I don't know where we're focusing on this at all. We get the point, right? Like, we got the point before I was showing up at the house, is the problem. Like, Trish already mentioned that, like, being at home is exhausting as all hell, and it's literally the reason she screwed around as much as she did and made everything worse for everyone. She was desperate to get out of this. I think we already have the point. I feel like you could have summarized this with just Inko standing in front of the front door. Trish comes out, and he's like, oh man, it really is that bad, huh? And she's like, yep, I wasn't lying, buddy. And he looks inside, and he sees one thing, and then the reader's like, yeah, I get it. But instead we wasted several paragraphs on what is ostensibly just... yeah, I guess he was right. Like, I feel like a lot of fic writers never really think about, like, what is this scene practically doing for... what is it doing? What kind of characterization is it establishing that isn't already established? If you're re-establishing something, how, are you doing it in an expedient fashion to the minimal extent necessary, etc., etc.? Like, what is... are we moving the plot forward? Are we establishing something about the world that's particularly interesting? Like, I don't know, man. Like, you're allowed to have little indulgent sequences, you know? Even though this author's been doing that a bunch. Oh, it's Malcolm. It's, like, Inko, just marry Malcolm at this point. This guy shows up too much for a side character. I already felt really bad that Malcolm's that skinny. I feel like Malcolm is one of those characters where you can't give him too much colorful language. Like, he's got his manner of speech, and he has his attitude, and if you start having that people like that sling around swears and slurs, it always degrades the character for me in some way. It's like, come on, are you afraid that he's not interesting enough on his own? There we are, non-binary. Been a while since I've seen Trish pull that routine. Have we ever seen Trish pull that routine outside of, like, maybe at the beginning once to establish it? I feel like it's the kind of thing you could remind us of. Let's get your kids to the mall. Man, Malcolm is visiting you, Inko, because you paid this man way too goddamn much for how little he does. Also, he keeps giving you free rides every once in a while. I don't get it. Like, is the money supposed to be like is it supposed to be like a motif? Is the motif whatever Inko is paying him or not supposed to mean something? Because that'd be interesting. But I'm too dumb to notice. Because if Inko only pays him when things are tough, it's like, he's got something to give. But, like, I don't think Malcolm needs Inko to give him anything. So it's not, like, supposed to be transactional in the way of, like, Malcolm having a bad time. And, like, sometimes you should let people that have less than you take care of you or something. I don't know. He's, like, a very smart person can make something cool out of that. Maybe this guy did, and I just haven't noticed. That's why you read books several times sometimes, buddies. So you notice stuff. Wasn't this an influencer? I mean, that's a cute little callback to that one part of and I think ending 1 was the one. Was that ending 2? I think it was ending 1. It was most disastrous, right? You know, I kind of want to go back to Wani hug that gator to the guides. Where's that guy? Man, I really like this guy, dude. 84 dude. He wrote some really nice things. Oh, it's actually not updated since. I don't know what he updated. Oh no! I deleted the other view! Well, lucky for me, I already did them. Man, that's so sad. Dude, 84, dude, I hope you're having a good time. Because, again, your guides have been a lovely little read. It's always nice to read someone's literary analysis of stuff like this, because most people don't do that. They just go, oh, it's just a nice story, and I like the characters, and I want them to kiss. And they'll leave it at that. There's literary analysis to be had. It's everyone has their own way of appreciating what they participate in. Been around long enough, I figured out a gift. Nico, I think at this point you should just know what a gift should look like on the basis of that you've been near Fang. Get him a jacket! Really? Is that canon? Because that's hilarious. April 1st, let's see. In July, they conceived it. I guess. You're mocking me? Fang will hear about this! Listen, if you're gonna put it... God, I'm a fucking little pansy. Overacting it too. Ugh. Oh, Trish, I'm such a good actor. Trish, please. I'm totally not mad. Even though deep down I am. Fang would take my side. Fang would take your side at poking fun, but I also think that they're kind of in a weird spot as it is. So, are we doing anything with the hold on binary stuff? Because it really does feel like a weird thing to keep around after all this. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's something about it. July 7th. I mean, anything you get is just gonna get broken by the family, so don't bother. Some jean fabric with the rainbow trim monstrosity. Oh. Rhinestone, but what store are you in that these are just hanging out there, buddy? What the hell? Simply started to give it a stink eye. I mean, I'm pretty sure these people just know that that's going to happen. Like, they've accepted their part in this. Gothic-oriented stores. Even as massively overpriced. But they currently wear a few halter tops, right? It's such a weird thing to buy. Like, I just feel that for someone's birthday, you know, you get them some socks if they're adults, and otherwise you get them something nice, like an expensive leather jacket, maybe? Some cool boots. You don't get them just a shirt, you know? Unless it's like a cool band shirt you got signed, you know? Man, these people have so whack conversations about mass drivers. The 8th stores are fashion war crimes. Surely you saw those stores coming. A tan coat and a fedora. Oof. Big Ben, never heard of it. Store with nothing but band merch. Concentrated with the items collection. Dang. If you knew Fang well enough, maybe you could look up some of the things that Fang linked you to. Maybe buy something of that. And be like, hey, I remember the song you linked me. At least it's thoughtful then. At least it carries some thought. Some of the tables were chaotic piles of stuff. Minus some antique stores I've been to once or twice when I was younger. Rare categorizations by multis. Bigly die. Fuck you anyways, dude. It was signed by the band. They're gonna freak out! Why did you make it a shared gift? That's always likely, you know. wish I'd forget about a gift that I recommended to you that I actually really want to get. No, my significant other. God! Inko, stop sounding like your parents! Let's get something else going on. I'm a little sick and tired. Inko's theme is cute, but it's like a little bit much. Let's have like a little more spazzy. That's too chill. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Perfect for them all. So I have my car looking at the price at the end. If you don't mind me asking, how the hell do you even have this stuff? All this stuff carries big nostalgic value for fans, so people trying to create something that everyone can keep this sort of thing forever. So you're kind of like a specialist pawn shop. Yeah, it's kind of like a specialist pawn shop. Gently pat at the bag after slipping the receipt in to emphasize the point. What an odd kind of specialty store, but hey, you know, if it's working. This entire pink room missing. Oh man, that's terrible. What's the big about this thing, but I accidentally fucked it up for me. I could have used the gun to concert. Man, why is this guy giving you his tragic backstory? Maybe that's just Inko's special power. That's his stun though. Those little baby standos that everyone just has to exposit their backstories to them. That'd be adorable. That'd be a fun way to have a character. It's like every time I talk to someone, Trish, they just start telling me their sad backstory. I'm emotionally a wreck. I can't talk to anyone, Trish, without getting sad. Oh man, that does sound like a terrible way to live. Cute guy, why does he feel like a reference? Because he gets the kind of lines that West did. Good old Frank West. That says Weast, Patrick. I can't believe Frank West and Frank East are fighting it out to see who's the Frank Weastiest of the two of them. Now there's a plot for you. You could take that one to the bank, just remember to give me credit. Our canvas? Our canvas? That's the wrong word, buddy. Why are you being so artisanal? Especially considering, at best, you've been a photographer. I feel like I'm gonna put my little beans down, right? I feel like the shrug and agreement are kind of implicit to the sentence. This is what I mean with, like, you don't have to include descriptive text with everything. It's obvious who's going to respond, and it's kind of obvious what kind of vibe this sentence carries. Like, you don't need this. If anything, it dilutes the sentence, and you know, I'm just saying you can be a bit snappier about it. The crack of a whip doesn't take that long, as they say. I honestly have no idea what the hell Fang would ever read as a book. I got the feeling that Fang wouldn't read if they had to. Even schoolwork's just too much to ask. Skimmed over the spines of the books, and most of the titles didn't sound appealing at all. What the hell was the obsternation of the cooling dream realities of Pavlon? I mean, listen, man, that's when you went to a place where someone is making AI shit. And they thought, if I just make the title big and long enough... Listen, people don't know this about Robinson Crusoe, okay? Let me pull up Robinson Crusoe. You don't understand that Robinson Crusoe does not have a short title. The full title is The Life and... Oh, hold on. Let's turn off the music for this so you can fully appreciate this title. The actual term, by Daniel Defoe, is The Life and Strange Surprising Adventures of Robinson Crusoe of York, mariner who lived 8 and 20 years all alone in an uninhabited island on the coast of America, near the mouth of the great river of the Orinoco, having been cast ashore by shipwreck wherein all men perished but himself, with an account of how he was at last as strangely delivered by pirates. Written by himself. Like, my god, man, that's a lot of words for the title. And that's like the front page. Admittedly, it does have some it has like the pirates in bold, for example. I like that kind of stuff. It really shows that, like, that's where the priorities lay. That's the sales pitch. That's how you get them. That's how you get them. Man, not streaming really does mellow me a lot. Also, like I said, this stuff isn't trying to do anything, so it's like, whatever, man. I'm bored, if anything. What the hell is Ultra Y latch? What the? What? You know, I kind of like it if Fang... I'm just saying, like, a great way to take the story is that they get this gift, and Fang is like, this is a gift you got yourself. You wanted to watch this, and you would give it to me so that we'd watch it together. But, like, I don't give a shit. And then the whole non-binary stuff unwinds, or something like that. I'm not saying that Fang is stop being non-binary, but I feel like this is a great way to reestablish that, like, their relationship is kind of weird. I love the non-binary... I don't know. I mean, admittedly, Naomi is more the villain in this than Trish, in a sense. Half call to Malcolm. That's a good joke! But you should just call it a half call, not a quick half call. Because quick half call is a little double up. Just call it a half call, and the joke is perfect. Or you could call it a short half call in a shorter way, just to really imply this man's just already there. Already there. Never existed. Man, the Chrononaut in Was it called Chrononaut? I don't even know. Oh no, it's Chrono Legionnaire. I'm so stupid! I don't know anything! Why am I such a bingus? Oh yeah, already there. I'm gone, without a trace. God. Man, I love these fucking goobers. They're so great. I love them. They're a fantastic way to collect little prizes. With Anatoly Cherdenko's removal of Einstein, the Allies were unable to miniaturize or perfect the chronosphere to allow it to be used by a single infantry unit. Instead, future tech went to Cryo Legion. Jesus. These are weird. What am I looking at? The propaganda truck. Oh man, they even have like the... They got the little buttons in other languages. That's adorable. Join the winning side. We have hot... bread and milk. Free TVs. Man, the terror drone's neat though. I love those little spider guys. Couldn't they like instantly kill? Yeah, instantly kills infantry. Oh shit, cool concept art. To be honest, I also like the spider drones in Star Wars. I just like the little spider machines. The Dolphins attack will eject the spider drone from an infected unit. What? What? Abilities force fire on ships attacked by giant squids, detect submarine squids and dolphins. After Einstein's erasure in the new timeline, the dolphin is now capable of high jumping to avoid land attack. What does that even mean? What did Einstein do to dolphins? Man. Can I get the chrono? I want the quotes. Can I get the quotes? Oh, here they are. Maybe I can find it. Hold on. One moment. I want to find these. I want you to hear it. It's cool. Oh, God, it's like fun little trip down memory lane.
Yes, Commander. Already there. I'm gone. Pick a spot. Without a trace. Their history. Deconstructing. Never existed. Removing. I don't have time for this. Let's get out of here. Cover me.
Man, that's just so neat. Never existed is such a hard line, man. Get out of here. I love this fucking comment.
Commander.
Someone's like 11 Disney to the Star Wars canon.
Never existed.
Man, can you imagine having a gun that just deletes people from actual existence? That's terrifying to me. Be so gosh dang metal. Anyway, what we're doing again? Oh yeah, Inko's is on a car again, I guess. Man, might as well teleport there to all I care. 1.5 hours on this. I mean, to be fair, I'm taking my sweet time here. It's been a while since I've seen people's mouths click shut. Again, I'm pretty sure they're not obligate. I think they're just like facultative. It's like, no, wait, facultative is the bad one, right? Yeah, facultative is the breezier option. Well, Julio's is high-end salon bar. Oh dang, we're going to a place that's not Dino Mo's. Holy shit, Inko, you really need to stop eating all that New York slice. Get a salad in you. I can't imagine that's actually sustainable for one store. Like, there's a reason why farm fields are that big. Almost all is like the little excuse word. It's like, oh, don't worry, we grow it on the roof. You're gonna see like one leaf from it. Got too many customers. Ow, my butt. Ugh. Everybody happy. Ultra fresh salad does sound pretty good. I love it when I can taste the dirt. Just seem to accept that plan, firing off a text to Fang. Let them know what's happening. That also that the rest of the ride was filled with Trish attempting to get me caught up on what? My super lock show, whatever was good. Why is she spazzing out like fucking Olivia's? Why are we detailing Julio at all? This man exists in like one sentence. Poor guy. Salad, listen. I like salads. Salads do not look great. Salads do not have the capacity to look great. They look like piles of leaves. And if you dress them up too much, they cease to be salads. It is the nature of a salad to be a humbling meal. Otherwise, it ceases to be one. It's the meal that Jesus would have eaten, and he would have looked at your McDonald's hamburger and gone, what the fuck, man? None of that is anything God made. That is entirely synthesized from antimatter in a reactor no one's ever seen. A single atom comes from this universe. Ugh. No wonder it's so expensive. Malcolm paid and a tip. Listen, Inko, you are single-handedly sending this man to college. Oh shit, I have to go places. Fucking hell, man. Well, I mean, to be fair, it'll break up my day a little. Give me an excuse to go outside. I was looking forward to that, actually. Except that what I'm not looking forward to it actually. Shit, I just remembered what's gonna happen. Oh man. Wah 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 wah. Your progress will also be saved. It's nice to have something to do though. I feel like I've been in a bit of a run of late. Can you imagine they tie up Fang and they just let Fang burn down with the building? No obvious damage. Well, at least you know they didn't burn the place down. Half holding a conversation. Feral beasts that could have been handled better, but Trish knew what she was doing, probably. Did get her the nugs though. Burger and fries, hell yeah. The classic. At least it's not a New York slice. Go got you some shitty vinyl. Wood cabin, loving by firelight. Oh god. Trish, if you want to kill the man, you might as well shoot him at this point. Please tell me that isn't an actual album. I'm trying to get a good taste and not some shitty ironic shit. He needs to know how to listen to music ironically, though. This is what I talk about when I say chemistry that's missing from Nothing Else Matters. Like, you know, I've been shitting on this fic a lot. I'm gonna tell you, this is a cute moment. This is a cute moment. And it's something that's sorely missing from Nothing Else Matters, is the sense that that Anon and Fang have anything to talk about. Look at them. They have something to talk about, and it's cute and adorable. They're ribbing on him, and he's like, he's rolling with the punches. Cute shit. Cute shit. I complain my ass off, but that's cute shit. Thumbs up. I'm trying to mellow out here. Listen, I took like 5 bottles of marijuana, or codeine, or whatever you kids call it. I'm physically incapable of standing up. That's all I'm saying. I'll roll out of this chair, drag my ass over, use a pulley system to get back into bed because my legs don't work. Woo! It was a mumble rap. How's everyone fine with this crap? Good, just cause you got shit tasted. I like how Inko is commenting on his cheap speakers. I don't take Inko for an audiophile, is my problem. I don't think that man knows what a good speaker sounds like. I mean, he probably could still tell what a bad one is. I called Malcolm. Jesus, you've called this man like 3 times today. Just make him your personal chauffeur at this point. How are you paid? For 3 goddamn taxi rides. How much allowance are you getting? Why are you worried about your finances and moving out of your house if you can afford 3 taxi rides in one day on top of presents? Inko, I'm gonna put my little beans down. You're loaded. The money you spent today, you could make last for a month if you tried. What a loser. It's a banana, Fang. How much could it cost? $20? This fucking idiot. I don't like that it's just Inko being nice to someone again. Like, can someone do something nice for Inko? It's like the only nice thing they can do is money. And Inko is the only person with money, so he's the only person who can be nice. Oh no, just start fucking kiss already. So what does Malcolm think of all this? He's like, man, I brought you, I took you out with one girl, then another. Like, are you a player? You be playing? You gotta tell your hoes, man. You can't just do that. At this point, Malcolm is as I said, his personal chauffeur or like a vestigial parent. I think today was good for Trish. I love her, but she needs more than just me and Reed. I don't know if that's true. I think for what it's worth, right? Inko's biggest problems of late are traceable to things that actually got you your friends. So I don't know what to tell you. I think you'd be fine. I mean, you'd probably still be whining about St. Hammond, like the bitch you are. But come on, God, that makes him sound like such a loser. How much he's like, oh no, I'm just if I didn't go to St. Hammond, I wouldn't have a personality. You know how some chapters in Snoot Game and Wani feel slow? My goodness, this is just slow as hell. Running from my apartment. The funny part is that's exactly what it is in Wani, technically speaking. He is just glued to the pains when he gets the chance. Oh no, it's April time. I can't believe for my birthday I had sex. Not used to staying anywhere but home, you know? Then grab my hand, place the doorknob. I think a big problem with like the stream is like nothing exciting happens, and it's like I start to just get nervous. It's like, come on, what are we doing here? At least it's a nice breezy read today. Picked up food when Trish and I finished shopping. Then he's staying here for tonight, Dad. You know, Connie and Will flew this morning. Why are you saying their names? Why aren't you saying his parents? That's such an adult thing to say. Ugh. I'm not saying I don't say it. I'm just saying that, like, you're 18 and you're a punk kid. I'm still thinking about that one guy saying that, like, isn't it weird that apparently, Reed is like 17 in this? At the end of senior year? That's so weird. Wouldn't late July, like, yeah, that would be kind of weird. We got school shit to do, so we'll be in my room. Before you complain, the door will be open. I don't think really there's anything to worry about. Like, if you have Esther season, again, it's kind of weird that you just have sex outside of that. That's apparently a big enough concern that, like, why do you have teen hormones and also Esther season? It feels like you're doubling up on the problems. Welcome home, kids. Dinner will be ready soon. Man, I wonder, how's that one mod doing? I like that mod. As much as it's just a big old goofy old time Toku date. The man with no snoot. Oh god, I think I saw this one pop by. Snoot Jam is great. I've been through the desert on a snoot with no name. Wait, someone is making an adaptation for Wannabe the Gator? Only chapter 1. I'm extraordinarily tempted to give it a go. There's Esther's season. No updates. No updates. No updates. It's so sad, but I like it. It was cute. It was cute and goofy, and they were trying their best, and that's fine. Movie night with Mia. Why does this have 18,000 fucking awards? Despite Mia being functionally being a one-dimensional. I don't know if functionally being one-dimensional is a great way to phrase it. Too many long, similar phrases. Eonally. And a psychopath. I do think that there's depth to her. Even possibility for redemption. Is Coach Solly really a similarity they have, though? Her relationship with him is like, meh? Especially when the door is always open. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my own writing. I'm thinking about those beans, man. I'm thinking about those beans. I will not get used to it. I just stay over at his place. Like, this chapter is like so much multiple chapters at once, which, to be honest, is like a problem that all these fics have. Like, their timing and pacing is always just disastrous. But man, if it doesn't just feel worse sometimes, you know, it's like you could have just cut it here and called it a day, and then you'd have more to up. I just don't get this mentality of like, I'm gonna write a lot of words and I'm gonna upload a lot of words instead of I'm gonna write a decent amount and then write something else. You leave yourself some more space to adjust things as feedback comes in. I don't know. I'm just thinking about those beans, man. We could do homework, but that sounds like a pain in the ass for a whole weekend anyways. How about we just listen to music or watch some more weird videos on Snoot? How are we this far from the chapter ending? We've got like a quarter left. This is a lot for... I don't know. I think we're going to enter high-speed mode because, honestly, the decompressed storytelling here is starting to reach a point where it might as well be called rarefied storytelling. Listen, this rarefication engine is producing void quantities and, like, great for powering machines, but terrible for storytelling. Like, this man has the busiest days. He does not sit still, and it makes me worry for him. Like, you need to put those feeties up, man. Yeah, I think the author's going to stick to this. Because it is a little late to be introducing this. How many chapters got? Like 5 left? Oh, those guys! And, oh god, I love that fucking picture of the dog who's like, oh, you. Hold up, let me see if I can find it. Man, that dog's fucking great. I need you to look at this, right? I need you to look at this, and I need you to understand that I think this is the funniest shit I've seen in my life. Okay? If you can understand that, then we can be friends. If you ever wonder why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Look at this? Oh, you! That dog is just like, oh, you. Oh, you guys. You'd eat me alive if you had the chance. Unlike trash, you'd vomit. Because he's an obligate harbor for us. Man, I'm slipping on my words so much lately. Oof. Nico, please stop being a creep and spying on her. Like, I know that you've been sleeping in bed a lot, but you're in her house? Maybe ease it up, ease up the gas. I mean, admittedly, you've been around each other for a while, whatever. Shit, that'd actually be cute. Actually, that worked. Oh, god, that's a great idea, actually. Hold up, I'm caught in the throes of writing. Da-da-da-da-da. Maybe I should do a writing stream sometime. I feel like people would like it. And you get to yell at me for once! You get to yell at me! Can you imagine? It's almost Christmas. Just a week away. That was fun. What did I write? Who knows? Why are you even here? We're like an hour in. Aren't you as bored of this as I am? Man. It's my birthday. I can do what I want. It's my birthday. I like how Fang's birthday is relegated to the last quarter of the fucking chapter. That is disgusting. Like, all I'm saying is that if someone has a birthday, shouldn't that be, like, the entire chapter? Feels like that's a bit more emotionally respectful for a character. I don't know, man. I think fanfic writers just don't understand structural writing in terms of, like, chapter divisions and paragraphs and stuff, because that kind of stuff you really don't think about, because the medium... Like, I'm not saying it's the fic writers that are the problem. It's partially the website and the medium of fic writing that kind of screws with the message. You know, it messes things up. Maybe I'll make a nice extra big walk tomorrow. I could use it. I've been sitting around too much. Maybe my back will feel better too. Damn. I'm kind of liking where this is going with Ben. Anyway, where were we? Breakfast was annihilated. Blah blah blah. I don't care. This birthday feels like it does. Like, this birthday happens so close to everything else. It's so goofy. It's my birthday. Some streamers and some streamers. Maybe I should do a writing stream. Maybe they'll give me a writing. I feel like the problem with the writing stream is that it's a bit boring to look at. Well, Manasa, the guests will be arriving shortly. I was called to the kitchen yet again by Sam to help do some final assembly. The mountain of food. The amount of times that, like, food in this is described in abundance is so weird. How the hell did Anna make it out of there alive without having, like, a kidney problem? I don't know. Building up a storm throughout the rest of us decorating. The feast was ready. So is Fang 18 or 19? Because if Fang's 19, then that makes Reed being 17 super weird, and if Fang is 18, that makes a lot of this a little less comfortable. Let's go golfing. God damn it. A simple, clean leather jacket. Oh, that's so lame. I can't believe your parents are trying their best to help you, but... Although, admittedly, I feel like a leather jacket with slits in the back, you need to decorate those slits. You gotta put, like, those little straps on them that they put on, like, the fake sleeves and stuff, you know, or on the shoulders. You know, just to pretend that it's not just slits in the back. Look how Stella's giving a gift. That's so weird. That's just weird. I'm feeling pretty. Nasser got him some studio. Where did he get this money from? So you can enjoy your money. So I could actually sleep without you blasting music. I feel like Fang couldn't do that because the dad would kill her. That's a really weird thing for Fang to get away with. So with how many people are getting gifts and how many of them are like in the same line, how did people avoid buying the same gift? It was like someone should have gone to be a Thago mid. I mean, admittedly, if you're gonna reference Puppet Pals, that's cute. Dynamite can also become Thagomite. I like how this guy's explaining this. Why are you explaining this? Why can't you just be a little cheeky about it? And like, oh, we just went to a place. Like the lava lamp. Why are we over-explaining this shit? Why are we giving this much detail? Why can't we just be like they're covert about their operation? It feels like you're trying to explain like a side project. Like, I know this doesn't seem like over-explaining, but remember, the fucking music store guy got so much backstory. This guy is way unfocused with what he's trying to do. It's like we're playing a video game character, and it's like I wrote this lore document, and you're listening to it. Whether you like it or not, you walk into a store, I will tell you this man's backstory. The Invincible City it is. Oh man, my gift was better than I thought. Fuck you, go to hell. That's such a lame god. Ugh. Nothing. There's nothing heartfelt about this. It's like Trish told you to get it, and that's it. Again, there's definitely always a bit of a problem with American gift giving, where I feel like Americans really love the idea of the gift is the financial situation that went into it. Like, there's not a heart to the gift, there is a specter to the gift. I don't know how to explain it. It's something where I guess my cultural vibes are off. It's angel cake. Get it, because Fang's got wings like an... Fuck off. Well, I'm just gonna make this... Oh, Trish won. Great. I'm just gonna make it clear, this chapter was just a whole lot of hot air. What a lame-ass chapter. But, on the plus side, I didn't go completely cuckoo bananas, so, you know what? The Super Wholock fandom thing, where people combine Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock Holmes. Ultra Y-Latch. Oh, God. I mean, I'll give you this much. Nice to give me a deep cut I knew nothing about. Dr. Y and Sherlock Holmes, Sherlatch. Great Slice of Life chapter. It's a little too much. The slice is too big. This is a whole cake of life, man. But, as I said, at the very least, she didn't fuck anything up. I'm happy with that. You know what they say, a day I don't die any day that you don't die is a good day. Next up is the chapter where I accidentally started already. And we're gonna get Naomi, and I'm interested, but I don't have the time right now. I just don't. Probably can't do it before the thing tomorrow, so hey. We'll see where I am then. Thank you for coming. Sorry about my little delays and stupid fooling around, but a writing stream might be a fun idea sometime. It'll be goofy, maybe it'll get me motivated, who knows, maybe not. Maybe not, probably not.